What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and today I got another custom playbook. So another one of my subscribers reached out to me asking if I could help him make a playbook for his My NBA team. And so this is a team that he's rocking with. He's got James Harden, Bogdanovich, Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, and Chet Holmgren. And then he also has Steven Adams, Duncan Robinson, Dwight Powell, Trey Mann off the bench, and a couple of dudes. And these are the plays that I came up with. He uses Harden a lot in isolation, so I gave him some ISO plays that are just, straight ISO, give him the ball, get out the way. And also plays where he gets a down screen or a couple screens, gets a three-point opportunity, and then it goes into an ISO. I also put in a couple pick and pops between Harden and Chet, a couple three-point plays for guys like Bogey and Duncan Robinson. And as for Ben Simmons, I found a couple good cutting plays for him, as well as a few like pick and roll plays. But the pick and roll is between Ben Simmons as the ball handler and a guard. So he gets to go downhill against another guard. You could either just go right through the guard because he's just too strong most of the time. Or, you could put him in the post, sometimes force a switch and just make a play from there. He also uses Ben Simmons as a roller in pick and roll situations, but with how the priorities work, sometimes it wouldn't make him the roller, even though I gave him pick and roll man priority. It might be because he is listed as a point guard on his player card. So no matter what you do, even if you give a guard pick and roll man priority, he still won't be the screener in pick and roll situations. But you could just call your own pick and rolls for that. And so, yeah, that's what I came up with. Now I'm going to get into these plays. The first play is Cleveland ISO 1 high, and this is a down screen that goes into an ISO. So right here, I call it for Harden. He starts off in the corner. Bogdanovich has the ball on the wing. And Harden, he gets the screen from Ben Simmons. He comes out to the wing or the top of the key area, depending on, where you passing the ball. And you'll have this shot quite a bit. So if you got the shot, you could take it. But like I said, the play goes into an ISO. So everybody would just, kind of stay where they're at. And from there, you just cook up whatever moves you got. The play, they will stand there for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then they'll start moving again, depending on your freelance. So if you don't make your move quick enough, you could just call the ISO, from the menu, call the quick ISO, and they'll keep staying where they're at. And so right here, I just catch the ball, hit them with a couple moves. Defense doesn't help. Obviously, you want to look out for the help defenders. Also, once you start driving, whoever's in this corner will get this down screen, come out to the wing, and then Bogey, he'll move up to the top of the key. So if you notice somebody helping, you might have one of these guys open. So pay attention to that as well. But I'm able to just get to the rim and get a layup. Next, we got ISO 5 out, and it's just a simple 5 out ISO at the top of the key. I don't know how I did that. I did that. So right here, I call it for Harden, and he starts the ball at the top. And like I said, it's just a simple 5 out ISO, nothing too much to really explain. But right here, I'm just holding my right trigger, and I flick my right analog to the right to do that escape, and then I do the explosive behind the back. So I do I'm still holding turbo. I flick my right analog to the left, and then I hold my left analog up. And then I get him, backpedaling. I hit him with a step back. So I just hold, I'm holding turbo, then flick my right stick down. I create enough space, and I get the shot off. Also, if you're in the play catalog and you're looking to add this play to the playbook, make sure you add, this one, ISO 5 out with no space, because there's another one that's ISO space 5 space out. So those are two different plays. They have the same concept. The spacing is just a little bit different. But if you want this particular play, it's ISO space 5 out. The next play is ISO 5 out 7, and it's just a simple 5 out ISO, but this time you're on the wing. So right here, call it for Harden. He starts on the wing. Bogdanovich has the ball at the top. Then you're gonna pass it off, and then whoever's in this corner is gonna clear out. So you'll just have this whole side of the court to yourself. You can call it on either side too. Just whichever side that you want to be on, just go up to that side when you're in a real game. Go up to that side, call the play, and that's the side that you'll get the ISO on. But yeah, Tobias clears out, and then you just got this whole side of the court to yourself. So just find a way to get a bucket, force help, read the defense. Real simple stuff. Next we got ISO 2 quick 32, and this is another isolation play, but you get a couple screens that could lead to a 3 before the ISO. So right here, I call it for Harden. He starts on the baseline. Bogdanovich has the ball on the wing. Then you're going to pass it up to Tobias Harris. James Harden, he gets these 2 screens from Ben Simmons and Chet Holmgren. And he comes out to the wing. A lot of times you'll have this 3. But if you don't, like I said, the play goes into an ISO. So everybody will just, stand in their spots. And you got this whole side of the court to work with. And like I said in the other plays, like you usually have like 4 or 5 seconds before they start moving again. So if you don't, make your move, or you just want to kind of like reset the timer, you can catch the ball and then call for ISO in the quick play menu, and everybody will just stay where they're at. And another thing I like to do on this play is to attack my defenders, close out, get to like the free throw line area and shoot some floaters. And so again, right here, Harden, he gets the screens, comes out. I have the shot right here, but your defender, he'll be closing out on you, so you can attack his closeout and go right here. So I attack his closeout, go middle, I get to the free throw line, and I'm able to get off a floater. So that's also another option that you have on this play. And if people start helping off of Ben Simmons in these ISO plays, you can easily put out a lineup with Toby at the 4 and sub in Duncan Robinson. Now you got 5 shooters. The next play is ISO 12 flare, and this is a ball screen that goes into a flare screen. So right here, I call this play for Ben. And that's because in this play, whoever your point guard is will be the screener. So Harden is going to be the screener in this play. So that means his hedge defender is going to be another guard usually. So once I get the screen from Harden, now I'm going downhill against a smaller guard. So a lot of times you can either Euro or use bulldozer and get to the rim, or you can just kind of like go into the post to see how the other defenders will react. And so right here, I just like kind of play patient. I put him in the post. And so if nobody helps, then I can just take the smaller guard in the post. But Hero, he comes back the guard, and now Terry Rozier has to try and get out. But up here, you have, this flare screen that a lot of times you don't even really need, because a lot of times, like you see this right here and you can just make the pass like right there and get the 3 without the flare screen. But James Harden, he goes up like to the top. Chet Holmgren, he sets the screen, so Harden still gets the 3 off. And like I say, you could just take advantage of smaller players, go downhill on him and get layups. This play is in the Bucks playbook, so I used this play before with Giannis. And so like again, you could just, you can run your defender into the screen. Now the hedge defender is a lot smaller than Ben, so I can just get to the rim, Euro, layup. It doesn't really matter. They're just too little, especially because like since your center is out here setting the screen, your center is always not gonna help. He kind of has to be up here to help on this screen right here. So if he helps, then you got to kick out to either your center or the guard. So more times than not, the center is gonna stay up here unless someone like manually helps. But yeah, like I said, I like this play for somebody like Ben because you get him going downhill against a smaller guard, and it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. The next play is ORL Fist 21 go spread, and this is a side pick and pop. So right here, I call it for Ben. He starts with the ball, at the top. And again, I call it for Ben because Harden is going to be the screener, or whoever your point guard is going to be the screener on this play. So it's the same concept as the last play, just get going downhill against a smaller player. And right here, both defenders, they go with Ben. And so Harden, he pops and he gets off the three. And kind of like the last play, you can also force switches sometimes. So right here, going downhill now. Terry Rozier, he stops, but I forced the switch. So now I could, take advantage of Terry in the post. He's just too little. Got Ben Simmons looking like Shaq. The next play is Fist 91 side down, and this is just a simple double ball screen play. So right here, I call it for Harden. He starts with the ball at the top. I sub in Toby at the 4 and put Duncan Robinson in the game just because this play works best when you have a shooter at the 4 because in this play, he will pop and your center will roll. And like I said in the beginning, like I couldn't really find like good pick and roll plays because even though you give Ben pick and roll man priority, it doesn't work. So like in this play, if Ben was in the game, I would call it for him since he had pick and roll man priority so that he will be the roller in this play and Chet will pop. But like I said, I can't really make the game do that. So this play is good for lineups when you have Toby and Duncan in the game and you got 5 shooters. So again, I just take the double ball screen and I'm just reading the hedge defenders, seeing what they're gonna do. So I notice Tyler Hero, he comes over to help. Bam stays on Chet. So it leaves Toby for the 3. The next play is NYK Fist 15 top, and this is a designed pick and pop. So right here, I call it for Harden. He starts with the ball at the top. Then, like I said, this play is just a simple pick and pop with Chet. So Chet sets the screen. And from here, I'm just reading the hedge defenders. So I'm reading Bam, and he, contains my drive. So he leaves Chet open on a pop. Caleb Martin, he kind of just stunts at me. He doesn't fully close out. So I just get the 3 with Chet. The next play is Chicago Fist 15 pistol spread, and this is a side pick and pop play. So right here, call a play for Harden. He starts with the ball at the top, and then, like I said, it just goes into this side pick and pop with Chet. So right here, I'm reading Bam on this one, and so he stays to contain the drive. They don't switch. Terry, he keeps going, so they both go with Harden, and I kick out to Chet for the 3. I'll talk about this play a lot, actually. Like it feels like every video I'm giving this play out, but it's just really good, especially if you have a shooting center, and even if you have a non-shooter like Ben on the court, you can still get buckets on this play because if someone uses Ben or even the computer helps, they have to be on time with this rotation. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? They have to be on time with it. And even if you user this, that means you're leaving this pick and roll coverage to the CPU, which the CPU can easily mess up a pick and roll coverage like this. So yeah, even if you got a non-shooter like Ben, you can still get away with it a few times. The next play is ATL Quick 14 Stagger Twist, and this play is designed to get you a 3 on the wing. So right here, I call it for Bogdanovic. He starts over there in the corner. Harden has the ball on the wing. Then Bogdanovic and Chet will set these screens for Ben, and then he's gonna come around and dive to the like near the rim. So sometimes you'll actually be able to get this pass off and get some layups or dunks. And if you're in a real game and you make this pass and you're not open, the play will still continue to run. So also this play causes a lot of confusion sometimes. So when Ben comes off these screens, a lot of times Bogey's man and his man will go and try to like defend the rim so that he doesn't get that easy layup. And that leaves whoever your shooter is, in the case of Bogey, a lot of times he'll be just wide open because both defenders go with a Ben. But right here, they do a good job of guarding it. And so Ben's not open. But Jimmy, he still takes a step inside the paint just, for a little bit of help. And then he recovers. But once he recovers, he still has to get through this screen right here. So um Bogey, he's able to, get the screen and get wide open on a three. The next play is quick three scissor, and this play is designed to get you a three on the wing. So right here, I call it for Bogdanovic. He starts with the ball on the wing. Then Ben Simmons sets the screen for Chet. He comes out to like top of the key area. So if he's open for the shot, you could definitely take it. If you're using this play with another team, if you got a center that can shoot, he'll be open on this shot quite a bit. So if you got the shot, then you could take it. But I just hold the ball, pass it to Tobias Harris. Bogey goes down to the baseline, and then he'll get these two screens from Chet. Ben Simmons comes out to the wing, and he gets open on a three. The next play is quick one chest, and this play is designed to get you a three on the wing. So right here, I'll call it for Bogdanovic. He starts on the block. Harden has the ball on the wing. Then he'll get the screen from Ben Simmons, and then he'll get the screen from Chet. Go out to the opposite wing. And then also on this side, Ben Simmons, he'll screen for Tobias Harris. So you got a potential three on this side too. But right here, Bogdanovic gets open, so I'll take the shot. The next play is cut loop 42 dive, and you can use this to get some lobs. So right here, I call it for Ben. He starts off on the wing, and then Harden has the ball at the top. Then Ben, he'll get these kind of like Iverson screens from Tobias Harris and Chet Holmgren. And I always make sure to go into the opposite direction, just because if I'm standing over here, the angle for the lob is a lot easier than if I was to just stand at the top of the key. So always move over to the wing, and then he gets the screen from Chet, and then he goes around, and so he's able to get behind the defense, and he gets open on the lob. And the last play is cut 14 series 2, and this is another play that can get you a lob. So right here, I call the play for Tobias Harris, but I make sure to give Ben the ball and start the play with him, because whoever you start the play with is going to be the one to get the lob. So I call it for whoever else, but I make sure Ben has the ball. And so right here, he starts with the ball on the wing. Then you hand the ball off to Harden, and then he will get this screen from Chet. And right here, he's able to get behind the defense, and I get him the lob. And so this is the whole play right here. And like I said, the play is for Tobias Harris. So you do that handoff. Harden, he cuts. You could get, the slob right here. And then pass it out to the center. And the play is designed for actually this right here. He'll get this screen and then like kind of dive to the rim, but he's almost never going to be open on that. But you can get this pretty nice down screen too. So like after Harden sets the screen, you get that down screen. And right here, I get a 3. So that is another option on this play, but that's not something you would do with Ben, because whoever, starts with the ball, he's going to get that lob, but then he also is going to get this down screen. So if Ben doesn't get the lob, then you can just like do something else. So that's pretty much it for all the plays. Got a nice little variety. Got some ISO, some off-ball screens for threes, some cutting plays, some pick and pop. So let me know how y'all feel about this one. And if you want me to do the same thing for your team, as always, you can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. Links in the description. And as always, I hope this helped you. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more content.